What is up? It's been a couple of days, hasn't it? Sorry about that. It's been a few days. To be honest, like there hasn't been a whole lot too much to talk about in the last few days, but hey, I'm here. Better late than never. Gianluca, yo, long time no live. Yeah, it has been a long time. What's up, MG? What's up, Mars? Saw that game you were playing is on GeForce now. What's GeForce? You mean like the graphics card? What's up, Jack? You finally got free of the video game? No, I haven't. I've got it open right now, to be honest. Shit. I'll show you the game after after this. You know I'm gonna show you. Okay. Let's jump out on the daily for Bitcoin. Let's see what the hell's been happening. Oh look, rising wedge. Fall out of the rising wedge. And we fell out of it again. Would you believe? There was one here too, wasn't there? We fell out of that. Let me unlock this line because I think we can get this going a bit broader to show like what we fell out of recently in the last couple of weeks. Let me know, guys, in the comments, let me know if the stream starts getting slow or buffers or drops out, if you can. Because I'm getting a message saying that my stream is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, might have to fix something. Second. It should clear up, so hang in there. Hang on a sec. I'll just wait for it to sort of... I'm gonna wait for this message to just disappear. I'll show you what... This is the message I get. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Stream's good. Okay. Well, I'll just carry on as per usual. Alright, so yeah, this line here, it's a support line. Support trend. Lock that in. And we fell out of it, you know, a number of days ago. And for some reason, we have found some kind of bounce point, right? Like, okay, so where the hell is that bounce point? It's almost like bouncing off the old resistance of this falling wedge. You know, like we've come up here, rallied, found resistance, rallied down, like fallen out of this rising wedge. Like we've fallen out of that bigger one, and it's like we've come back and tagged the top of the old falling wedge from here. And this falling wedge completely failed, but we're back up into it. We're back up inside that wedge now. It has pulled up, at least for now, like right here. We've got 3 minutes until the daily candle closes. And weekly. Weekly and daily candle close, like, is what we're dealing with the next 3 minutes. So it looks like this weekly candle, if we go to the weekly chart first, let me just hide all the lines. Weekly, look at that tail. This week has had a massive buy up, like, and it was just today's efforts really. And we're basically back up in the zone, eh? Like, look, this box here, you can see like all the previous weeks have maintained above this pivot here. See the close and the open of these 2 weeks here was kind of like a boundary point, like a, you know, like a support level at about 21,700 and whatever, you know? So we are back up over that. It was a hell of a wick. Like that is buy pressure. That is like the definition of buy pressure. This could turn out to be a really nice hammer to pivot us back up to these highs here. on the weekly chart. So that's looking cool. Let me turn on the oscillators for the weekly. You can see the RSI, the stochastic RSI is very scary looking. Like it looks like it wants to swing down again. But look, that's the thing with stochastics. Like oscillators follow what the price does, not the other way around. Price does not follow the oscillator. And I've said that a few times before on previous streams. So look, if the price wants to go up and the RSI, the stochastics are already high, it'll just do this. See this like period where it just went chop, chop, chop sideways for like an extended period here, like during this relief rally. That could happen again. Like we had another one here. Like if things stayed elevated, you know, there was a brief stochastic drop here, but it, you know, back to elevated again. Stochastic drop. Look at this is interesting because these were all-time highs at the time right here, right? But the stochastic on the weekly was down, like very low, which is it's very weird to see that. Maybe that's like a hint. Oh, that was because of the Wyckoff distribution. Like it was getting, you know, suppressed. Like it wasn't a natural move like these parts. It was getting manipulated a lot. But we've just had the weekly close, the daily close. Let's go to the daily chart, go to Bitcoin, and look at that Sunday candle. Look how big and juicy that bullish candle is. Closing high as well. Excellent. Good for the bulls. So this is the UTC Monday candle, just begun. It's already up $70, bouncing around that area. Let's go down to the hour chart because I want to see how it's going to treat this trend line here. This was our resistance a few days ago. What is up, Sheriff? What's up? See that you guys have said g'day already. Cool. Sheriff. Sincere. Good evening, mate. Good morning to me. Relaxing sounds. Wasn't crypto created for this exact scenario in case banks fail? Yeah, exactly. That's right. And you know what? Crypto is doing what it was intended for in other countries. So think of the countries where the banks are failing, you know? I think one is El Salvador. There's another one in Europe somewhere. Africa, there's a few African countries where their banks, their currency is just getting debased. It's crazy. So crypto is becoming really, really popular in those areas. Yeah, Peru, okay. Yeah. Fred Gonzalez, $5, my man, thank you. What does he write on that little thing? Number one, numero uno. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, so so far we haven't really broken back up out of that falling wedge. You can see we're reacting to it. We've popped above 22, but we haven't quite like broken out into it yet. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Be back in 30 seconds or so. Okay, I'm back. All right, so yeah, it's rallied up so far. Fighting against this, hasn't punched it yet. We're kind of like seeing if we can hold 22. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can actually, establish support above 22,000. So far, so good. It's come up so violent, so quickly. You know. I hope some of you guys have caught that move and that you've traded and like taken advantage of it. So congratulations if you did. And to anyone that shorted this part, this section, well done to you, because that, I mean, there was a lot of days to get comfortable and notice that we were in a downtrend. So shorting through here would have been great, like especially on the altcoins, right? I certainly shorted. I was shorting Bonk. So yeah, that was cool. That was a good move. So for pure market structure, if I turn this on, I'll hide the lines. You can see at least, let me just go through the time frames here. We've had a change of character. So see this green change of character here. We haven't had that. We haven't had anything green on market structure break since back here, like back in on the 15th of February, like so 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? Maybe even 4 weeks ago. So it's been a while since we've had any kind of like bullish breaks to the upside. So not bad. It could be the start of something. We'll see. This is either a pivot point that we're dealing with, which changes the direction of the market, or it's just some kind of relief bump, like, you know, that has come up. So we'll find out in the coming days. I think, you know, the fact that we have the next CPI data release coming up on Tuesday. So if you're in New York, if you're on the East Coast of the US, CPI is at 8:30 a.m. Tuesday morning. And for me, that would make it Tuesday evening at something or other. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. I want to find out when that's going to be. Let's delete that squiggle. And I'm going to go events. Yeah, there it is, CPI. Okay. Let me just like adjust this to the exact time that it's going to be at for me. So currently in New York, it's 8:06 p.m. or on the East Coast. And you guys, 8:30 a.m. Tuesday, March 14, CPI. So for me, if I click match my time zone, Brisbane, go back to the calendar. Mine's at 10:30 p.m. Cool. So I'll be able to stream that. CPI year over year, that's the figure we want to focus on. Now, the last CPI report it came in at a 6.4%, which was only 0.1% down from the January CPI. Now remember, when a CPI report comes out, it's looking at the previous month's performance. So we're going to be looking at how February went in the March report that we're getting tomorrow, or the next day. So I think, let's see if we pull in lower than 6%, that could be rocket fuel. We could actually start really rallying up off that really good news, right? It's gonna be an interesting week. This whole bounce here, well, the decline was all of those banks going under, right? Insolvent banks, like I think it was Silicon Valley Bank and a whole bunch of other ones. So there's been a bit of like news events, basically, kind of like Black Swan, if you will, kind of like what happened with FTX, except for fiat currency. With that decline, it's bounced up. So something good has happened. There's been some good news. Share it in the comments if you know what happened. I think the Fed came out and did some kind of, I don't know, they're doing some kind of contingency plan. They've basically smoothed it over. So they've like made it not as big of an issue as it was, or seemed to be. So that's cool. It seemed to have like saved the day a little bit. So yeah, CPI. Now, what time did I say for me? 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the 14th. So that's, what's 10:30 p.m.? That's like 22:30. So right here, just have to move this to 22:30. There we go. So you can see, yeah, we're fast approaching. Let's get a read on the hours left. So roughly a day and 12 hours to go. A day and a half until we get that reading. So I'm looking forward to it. I think, you know, I'm going to remain optimistic, but as always, like, don't try to front run what you think's going to happen. But yeah, if we pull in, even actually pulling in a 6 exactly, like as forecast, would be good, I think, because it's down from, it would be down from 6.4. If we go higher than 6.4, now that's where it would get ugly, you know. Like if we pulled in like a 6.6 or something, that would be horrible. Now there's that website Trueflation. Yes, Mars. Let's talk about that. You know, they're not exactly 100% to the dollar accurate with what the government reports for inflation, but they've been putting out interesting numbers which sort of at least are accurate with the direction of inflation. So year to date, YTD, that's since the 1st of January this year, they're basically showing that inflation has come down really nice. Like the trajectory is still sharp, like, you know, at the same trajectory it was earlier. So maybe even it's gone, you know, in the last couple of weeks, it's come down a lot. It's really good. We're below 5%. But look, if this is anywhere accurate, right, 4.61%, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the BLS, you know, the official government report of this figure, like so for today, that won't come in until April. So we won't be seeing any kind of CPI at like under 5% until at least April, I would say. You know, that's how lagging the government is with reporting inflation compared to these guys in anyway. So if we go, let's see, 1 year's worth of data. So it hasn't been a completely straight road down, like it's had ups along the way, but you can see the trend. The trend is lower highs, lower lows, which is good. Let's look at a 6-month snapshot. Yeah, really nice direction there. A 1 month, yeah, look at that. It's just really fallen down in the last like month. Really nice. And then just this week, look at this week on Trueflation. It's just done very well. That's what we want to see. So yeah, not bad. DXY is dropping, says Cheddar. So let me check out the DXY. I haven't looked at the DXY in a little while. I know it bounced up recently and it's been kind of elevated. We go like, let's see the daily. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of double topped here. This is so this yellow line here is very like pivotal. I think it's a very like important line to be following. So we had a very sharp pivot off that yellow line here. It provided somewhat support here. Like there was some, you know, there was some deeper pushes through it, but for the most part, price maintained, you know, some kind of structure above that level. There was a reaction here. There was a reaction here off the line. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So yeah, pretty important line there. Basically 105.6. I don't know why that's the line, it just is. It's just that's the level that's been picked by the chart, the price, like the action of the chart. I don't want to say price action because I don't know if this is considered price 105. Anyway, because it is an index. It's the US dollar index. So it's like the US dollar's performance against other major global currencies like the pound, the euro, that kind of thing, the yen. So it's good to see that rejection though by that line, you know. If bit, so Siboku says bottoms in. If, yeah, very possible, very possible. If you're talking about Bitcoin, yes, it could be in. If I go to the daily chart, let's turn off that smart money indicator. If we maintain whatever this dip was and like hold that level of support and then rally up and make a new high, then yeah, I would say it's looking more likely now that this, what we had late last year, was the bottom. You know what I mean? So yeah, that could be it could be a thing. A lot of this still looks like, you know, the crypto winter. Even though honestly, the crypto winter, because crypto is so volatile, it's still, you can still make money in the crypto winters, right? Just like we had back here. The really flat periods are what you want to like not trade, because there's just nothing happening. There's no volatility. You want this movement. We kind of had a flat period back here, like after the FTX collapse. We had this really long, drawn out, boring, flat period here. Really nice start to the year though, 2023. Explosive January. February was like a bit of both. There was a bit of a correction in there and a really nice pump to a new high. The back end of February was kind of ugly, like we corrected quite heavy, and March has been pretty brutal. Good for the bears though, awesome for the bears. So if you've been shorting, well done. But yeah, this could be like a pivot point, you know, like this is a hammer here, somewhat of a hammer. And it looks like we might be starting to like create some structure to rally up here. Let's see how that plays out. From a Fibonacci, let's look at some fibs. I'm going to do it this way because we're going to be drawing. Let me put all this in recent TA so that I can hide it. Trendline, ray. And I also want to show you the other one. 1 second. So if we hide these folders, we've just got the candles. Let's go, it was the logarithmic falling wedge. So if we go turn on the log chart, can you see that retest there? So nice. So we broke out of this, and when I zoom out, you'll see it. You'll see it. But look at that retest of that trend line and support found on it. It was a beautiful bounce point. Oh, hang on a second, I pressed the wrong button. Let's go back here. I think it was this chart that I was using. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna delete this line here, this one. And if I zoom out on the daily, you can see this whole falling wedge has been massive. And we popped out of it. I think the S&P 500 had a similar type situation with a falling trend line at least. And it's popped out and it went for the back test, but it lost it. So we'll see how that goes once the Monday price action gets kicking. But yeah, so far, look, it looks like a perfect retest of that logarithmic trend line since the all-time high. Really nice back test there and bounce. So where to from here is pretty much what the deal is, which is always the case, isn't it? Always like trying to figure out where to now. Dominic, you've been missed, brother. Hope all is well. Thank you. I've missed you too, guys. Missed you all too. And yes, all is well. All is very well. And yes, Fibonacci. Let's have a look at fibs. I'm going to go back to the linear chart and let's draw in a big old Fibonacci retracement from the bottom. We'll go from the depths up to the highs. I think maybe this was the highest point, roughly. Let's lock that in. And is there any like sharp reason for a bounce where we bounced on the Fibonacci? And not really. It kind of, I mean, it's pivoted between the 0.5 and the 0.618 fib level. Interesting, huh? Now, if you take, okay, if you're not classing that as where the fib started, maybe that's where you can start saying, oh, nah, the run started from here, really. You should be measuring it from here, you know, like, and that's kind of like the subjectivity of where you draw your fibs from. But yeah, if you exclude this low here and you take this as the where the move started, like this entire move, then yeah, it seems to like line up with a test of the golden fib level. And now we're pushing. Now, okay, let's just assume, like, I'm not saying that it is, because it's not, you know, we won't know until later, but let's just make an assumption here. Let's say that this was the bottom of this pullback. We know that we've got the top, and let's assume we've got the bottom here. So that means we can do a fib retracement to try and hunt out where the resistances lie. So if we go here and draw it down to here, you can see we're rallying up, and I think there's some, if we go down to the hour chart now, the next Fibonacci type level will be this 22,400. And you can see, look, price was like magnetized to that level for some time back here. So yeah, that could be, that seems to line up with like a very important level to test and break through, right? And then if we can break that, then we're dealing with what was at the time a support, a bit of like a support level at 23K. Lands pretty much on the round number, 23,000. And that is the 618 fib, resistance fib. So we're going back up, right? Yeah, that's how you see it. And then depending on the time frame you're trading, like let's go down to like say the 5 minute and see, okay, what moves have we dealt with? Look, it's pushing right now. It's going for new numbers. 2. Let's see if this move down had any kind of reactions in price as we were coming back up. And yes, it did. Look at this. Look at how it found resistance on the 0.5 fib level off this drop here. So we're just looking at this movement here. And look at that. Perfect reaction off the 50. Perfect reaction off the 786 here. So yeah, fibs do stuff. Like, yeah, they're good to look at, I think. It's probably a lot of different strategies on how to use them to your advantage. Like it's all very well and good that the price is reacting to the levels, but you know, it's like, okay, do I long? Is this going to be resistance or is it going to break it? You know what I mean? So it's like you just have to sort of play around it with a stop loss, and that's the best you can do, I suppose. There's probably like more sophisticated strategy out there, of course, but yeah, fibs are interesting. Critical levels. A lot of people take profit at fibs. You know, you can get the people that trade the break of a fib. Yeah, grid bots. Like, yeah, if you can identify like the top and bottom of a range, yeah, it's all good. Hey, we got like 26 people watching right now. What's up? Smash up the like button, guys. Remember, subscribe if you haven't already. I think most of my audience are pretty much subscribed. The people that come in, like the 30 people that come in at best, 30, 35. You guys are the OGs. You guys are the loyal fans of the channel. You guys are the family. But once the market's popping again, like once it goes real crazy, like kind of like how 2020, 2021 went, that's when we'll start getting some real numbers, and you guys will be the OGs that I'll recognize in the chat. The names that I know. But yeah, definitely check it out, D Johnny. Like if you check out, yeah, just look up Fibonacci videos like on YouTube. There's going to be a lot of people that try to teach, and like it's good to watch many videos on the same topic because then you get more of like a holistic view, and you can sort of like corroborate what some people are saying. You know, if they're saying similar things, and then you can see where maybe some people say different things, and then you know, okay, someone's got to be wrong here, or you know, because if they're not on the same page with how they're explaining fibs or Fibonacci, then someone's either right or wrong, you know. Anyway, yeah, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new week. We're now in the Monday candle. And let me get the price levels back up and the key levels. So we've got back above a key level. That was that November high. Not to mention this support. You know, that double bottom that we dealt with back in February, middle of February, which pivoted us, you know, to set in a brand new high. We actually beat the August high just a little bit. Just a little bit, not much. It was basically a double top. But yeah, I'm all for Bitcoin rallying here and getting at least back up over, like, say 23, which is looking very possible today. If not, let's look at 24. Like, let's see if we can get back up on top of that. But I don't know. It really needs that market sentiment. It needs the support of, you know, good positive CPI data, which means CPI lower, like coming in lower. But yeah, look, the DXY crashing here, like going down, not crashing, but you know, retracing is a good thing. It went to sleep. Yeah, the DXY goes so 4x goes to sleep over the weekend. And then it's back up now, so it's moving. It's gapped down very dramatic here. So yeah, we'd like to see that come down further. Let me see here. My money, Australian dollars against the US dollar. That took a tumble recently, sadly. I'm not going to bring any fiat in at the moment. It's too weak at the moment. When this comes up, maybe that's when I'll bring in some cash. But at the moment, I'm not going to touch this. This is not a good exchange rate for me. I'll wait for the Aussie dollar to come back and gain some strength against the greenback. If you guys didn't know in the US, I'm sure you've heard it, but your money is nicknamed the greenback. The greenback. Let's check out. Okay, the S&P 500. Here's that trend line I was talking about, that year-long resistance trend. We were going to try and establish it as support, but it broke. We fell through it. And yeah, when this gets rolling again, that's going to be very interesting to see if we actually pop back up over. Because look, it has already on futures. Can you see that? There seems to be some kind of... There's been a bounce. Getting back up on it. Could this be a bear trap? You know, trapping the bears. Time will tell. Time will tell. There's no doubt about it. We were in a rising wedge and we fell out of it. Textbook fall out of that rising wedge. But yeah, I guess what are we dealing with now? Are we dealing with some kind of falling wedge? Is there that in play? Maybe. We trace that here. This is a resistance trend. And then we take... Maybe even that line there coming down is the support, but if we're going to talk about just the recent price action, maybe like from like here, it's kind of like a falling broadening wedge. like this. That's what how I see the S&P 500, at least on the futures, you know, behaving, or not behaving, misbehaving. So that's it. That's the S&P. We know where we are. We're sort of like playing around with a really long resistance trend line that we want to try and get price to go and rally above. Anyway, that's it's looking like a good start so far to this week. Like, you know, we're only what, half an hour in to the daily candle, and it's green so far. We'll see if we can maintain whatever this move is. Like, see if we can maintain some kind of trend. Like, if we do this, even like if we come up and then back test, say the November high, find support, rally up, that would be cool. But you know, as we all know, it doesn't always just go straight up. Sometimes it does, but not always. Most of the times it likes to retrace, like pull back, consolidate, and then move again. Or, you know, just go flat, just like through here, you know, goes flat for a while and then gets the next movement. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk about, guys. It was good to touch base again. I know these last two streams have been very spread out. It's been a few days between streams. Yeah, I've had a busy week. I had family come up from Sydney over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yeah, I was planning on streaming, but it got too busy. I just couldn't come on for a stream, so apologize for that. But I am here. I try not to keep you guys hanging for too long. Like, I'll try and do a stream as often as I can. Some of you may have seen that I've been playing this game called Sons of the Forest. Let me see if I can bring that up. So if I turn on screen, let me move this over here. And I'm going to move the YouTube chat over here too. And I'm going to switch it to screen 1. Yeah, you should be able to see that. I'm going to turn this music down just a tad. This is the game that I've been playing. Let me just sleep under the tent here, save it. Well, actually, hold Z. Should make it daylight, yep. So I've been busy building this tower out of logs. That's what I've been doing. Kind of pointless, but kind of a challenge. Just a challenge. Yeah, just been doing that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Some people might say it's concerning that I've got this much time to build this. I don't know. I've found it relaxing. It's a challenge. Can you see the screen, or is it like that's on the wrong one? There we go. Can you see the tower? Oh, okay. Here, well, look. This is it. I don't know why it switched, but it should be up now. You should be able to see it. Up, 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 up. Another 50%. Yeah, this is my tower, guys. You can fall, yeah. You can die. Just gonna get an update on how many stories So the World Trade Center was 110 floors. The original two towers, the Twin Towers in New York, 110 floors. These sticks mark floor 50. So what I'm standing on right now is 50. We got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. So this is the 58th floor. It's a long way to 110. Yeah, I want to try and get it up as tall as what the World Trade Center was. Pretty high up. Just gonna jump down though. So the way I get up and the way I send like new logs up is on a zip line. Yeah, so there's the zip line. There's my new logs that I sent up just before. You only take 2 at a time, which is it makes it slow. The progress is going to slow down a lot because I can't get the zip lines to go higher than where they are, and I have to walk them up the rest of the way. So when I get like past, say, floor 80, it's going to slow down a hell of a lot. It's going to get real slow building this, but it's a journey. I'm going to get RSI, repetitive strain injury, carpal tunnel in my wrists from playing this game. Leave that log up there. But I can use the zip line to get back down. You can see all the area that I've been chopping wood, deforesting all the pine trees. That's where I stack them up. Yeah, you send them up on the zip line. Defying the laws of physics, sending them up. No nails or glue, yep. Nah, this is not Fortnite. Not Fortnite, definitely not. It's called Sons of the Forest. It's like a horror survival game. When I send logs up, I just hope they don't fall down, like sometimes they do. And that's when I know to stop sending them up. Okay, good, they're staying up there. Send a few more. Want to make sure they don't fall. Let's see in a second if they do. No, they're good. They're staying up there. Are these gonna stay up there? Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, no. There's one. There's 2 falling. Not quite. Alright, I'm gonna save it. I have to save it every now and then so I don't lose my progress. Alright, I'm gonna go up and place the ones that I sent up. I think I sent up quite a few. Yep. They're like almost in the way. Hopefully they just stay there without falling while I put them up and build the next level. So I think I said I had floor 58. completed. Now I'm just trying to build 59. But yeah, this is what I've been doing, just for fun, while I'm waiting for the market to move. And I suggest you guys find a hobby, because sitting and watching charts is a waste of time. Like, if nothing's happening, you may as well do something else that you get enjoyment from, or be productive in some way while you're waiting for the market to move, because you're just going to drive yourself crazy. Like, staring at charts all day. Yeah. I've been there. We've all been there. There's going to be a point where I get bored of this, but whatever. Maybe it's something else to do. Thumbnails. I have to be careful jumping out over here like this. I'm in from this angle. That. The start of the next floor. Floor 59. Maybe I'll build to floor 60 and then I'll save it. And that'll be it. That'll be the end of the stream. See, I have to go a long way down just to get more logs. It's gonna start getting really slow. See, there's a lot of like, when I move the camera fast, there's a lot of like tearing on the screen, which is like where the screen looks like it's jagged. It's alright, you can still see it. I might be able to get it, yeah, there we go. I think I have to jump for this one though. Is it making you dizzy? Sometimes I feel like I get vertigo playing this game. I feel like I'm gonna fall. You know? Very scary. Maybe this is why it's a horror game. Because of the height. Not because of any kind of like enemies or anything. Fear of heights. Something phobia. What is the fear of heights? Put it in the comments if you know the fear of heights. What phobia is it called? You kind of want to see me fall. You know what? I can pull out my my sleigh, and there's like there's a bug at the moment where you can fall and not die if you're in the sled. Acrophobia? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's right. Acro as in like acrobatic. I have an RTX 6600 Super, or is that what it is? Let me see. Hang on a second. Maybe it's a 1660, an RTX 1660 Super. I can't really remember what it's called. It's called something. It came out in 2020. It was one of the first like RTX cards. 2060 Super? Bitcoin's at 22,500? Cool. Yep. Just want to get this ramp. At least get the ramp in. Staircase ramp. So that So the reason my character's breathing like this is because I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. So he's like exhausted. I'll fix that. Get him something to eat. It's funny how most of the people have stopped watching now. 15 people have gone. That's okay, I understand. Most people are here for the crypto. I won't make this, I promise not to do this often. This is just like a little... If you want to know what I've been doing with a lot of my free time, when I should be streaming. Should be streaming for you guys. Addicted to this game. First to admit it. So I'll just, yeah, let's get to 460 and then I'll wrap it up. So yeah, that's it. Like I'm not really going to be covering any more TA at the moment on this stream. Next stream, definitely, of course, but yeah, I've pretty much covered. If you want to catch up with what I talked about, just rewatch the stream, or you could like rewind it if you missed it. Alright, so what do we got? We got the platform to make now, which are these like flat areas. It's basically just stair to platform, or stair to level, stair to level, stair to level. And it's, yeah, you just repeat that. And it's these H frames, like big H, that hold up the level. Always got one left over. Okay. Let's go get some more. And I'll sort out my my hunger and my thirst as well. So if I go down to the bottom of the building, there's going to be some logs on the floor. Well, there's a fish that I can eat here. Yeah, it would be very scary, Sam. Yep. This is all my inventory, my stuff. I need to get this guy to go fishing. Get fish and drop them here. He'll go fishing for me. And I can hang it all up on the racks to dry. These ones that fell. Yeah, you can. You can get hang gliders. Send these back up to where I wanted them to go. Guy's not huffing and puffing anymore. Last two. Oh. Don't fall. Stay. Oh, I think that one's gonna fall. Yeah, it fell. I think. Gaps. Up. If only I could get the logs to come up onto this level. It'd just be so much faster to build. Spend all this time jumping down. It's okay. Some more people dropped off. Oh, we still got 12 people. You guys are dedicated. Up here. Place that like that. This like this. Just have to make the boards. I think this is floor 59. And 60 will be the next platform up. So almost done for the stream. It's going to be floorboards. I think it takes 5 logs to do the entire like floorboard thing. 5 split logs per square. So 10 splits of 5 logs. 10 split logs coming from 5 complete logs. This. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a gap for 1. So that'd be 5, and this would be the other 5, so 10. So you have 3 logs to get. Get that one, 2. I wish you could carry like 5 logs. That would be really cool. But it's 2. Or at least 1 extra log. 3 logs total. Is that too much to ask? Probably pretty unrealistic if you were to carry more than 2. It'd be very heavy. These logs aren't small in comparison to like the guy. Now what I like to do is take one of these out and place it like that, and then it's just 1 more log there. split in half to get floor 59. Like 2 up though, be efficient. Let me read these comments. Market is pumping. Cool, 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 cool. It's called Sons of the Forest. Yep. In real life, the tower would be creaking and swaying. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. This log tower probably would not be able to go this high. It'd be too flexible. If it was, if there was a way to fix the pieces together, rigid, like with 0 flex, then yeah, this maybe it could be possible. Like steel brackets that were like extremely rigid, titanium or something. I don't know, something really rigid, like a crane. You know how cranes have like those like lots of struts. Like the pieces that go up at an angle, struts. Oh, I didn't place this log. Place it. So that was floor 59. This will be 60. Going up. So this is like this is where I build the H structure. The H, letter H's, has to go like twice as high to clear the previous staircase. Running out of logs. Chop some more trees down. Do this. Here's floor 59. 60 will be somewhere up here. So wait, what did I call this? 59. Just want to make sure this is accurate. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Yes, 50 was the one with the sticks. Okay. Accurate. Good. 49, 48, 47, 46. Oh, look. Logs. Yeah, it'd be cool to build this to like the same height as that mountain over there. It's probably like how high it is. But it's cool to know I'm past the halfway point of the height of the World Trade Center. The floors. Past the halfway point. Alright, I'll show you the sled. Hopefully it still works, otherwise I will die. But if I jump out and jump in the sled, I live. Very unrealistic. Look, a couple more logs here that fell. Send them up here. Get back to chopping. was my alarm to wake up. Alright, let's chop this tree down here. How I get logs. One dropped a lot of logs. That's good. 6 logs it dropped. Yep. New stack. Oh look, there's another one up here, so that was like 7 logs. Napped out a lot of logs, that one, even though it was a small tree. Not complaining. The stumps help because it stops them rolling down the hill. But you can de-stump in the game. If you want to get rid of the stumps, you can like if you wanted to build a base, like you could find a stump and do that. And down. They just decay into the ground kind of thing. Oh. You've been to the top of the World Trade Center. It was amazing. Yeah, I'd imagine it would be amazing. That's cool. Do you mean like the new one? Like One World Trade Center? Or do you mean like the original Twin Tower Trade Center? World Trade Center. The original, yeah, okay. That's cool. That's really cool. Like, history, you know? I think when they were built, they were the tallest at the time. Where's the logs go? Let's try and clear all these bushes. Oh, here they are. I thought I had more. Good. Bring these over. Oh, there's another one there. That guy that I told to go fishing, he's kind of like an AI robot. He's just sitting on the bench there. I'll light the fire for him. Keep him warm. Pretty quick fire light. I think I can use these pieces of wood to like make the fire last longer. He's gonna sit there looking at the tower. I'm hungry and tired, yeah. I've been kind of neglecting my character. Not feeding him, not giving him water. It's kind of annoying having to like constantly eat and drink in this game. Feels like you do it all the time. I'm gonna sleep the character. Or like go to sleep with the character so that daylight comes back. See, it's like sunset at the moment. And I do have a flask, like I've got one of these. I'll drink that. I don't have any food on me though. I'll have to sort that out soon. But I'm just gonna sleep here. Save it. Save the progress. And then sleep. Maybe I should have slept before saving. That's alright. All good. So it should be dawn now. Should start getting lighter. Chop these, one of these, or chop these 3 down. At least this one. Let's send some logs up. Let's see how far we can get with what we got. Starting to get like a far distance away from where I'm cutting the trees down. Just gonna start sending these. I won't stacking them. Oh look, she brought me a dead rabbit. Thank you. Thank you. I gave her a gun as well. Her name's Virginia. She's got 3 legs and 3 arms. So she's like a bit of a mutant. But yeah. Very nice of her. Now, I might be able to cook it on the fire too. If I hold E. Fire going. Now if I look to the fire like this, I can raw meat, use that on the fire. He's relaxing. Wait for that red meat to change to brown. There we go. Eat it. Now fix my hunger. No longer hungry. Is there any other logs? I think that was it. Let me check something in my inventory here. Good. Okay. Good. So I think floor 59 was facing the ocean, and floor 60 will face the mountain, like this side. So ocean, mountain, ocean, mountain, ocean, floor 59, floor 60. Oh, missed. I think I had one more log. What I might do is just chuck it over the edge and then just send it. I want to walk up there with 2 logs, not just one. Try to send them up 2 at a time as well. So it's just when the ones fall down. Get my sled out, my little parachute. This is a parachute, basically. The one that fell. Send them back up the line. back. Hello. It could be my computer. Staircase to floor 60. I'll put 6 sticks up, just like I did on floor 50. I'll put 5 sticks up, and that will be how I can tell where I'm up to. It's so high up, it's crazy. Three, 6. Oh, good. Even amounts of logs. So we've got 8 logs to place. Three of them will finish the bracket, and the rest will be either stair treads or planks for the boards. Power board. Yeah, it's definitely taller. I'll have a look at crypto one last time before I close the stream as well. Check out the charts. Yeah, we got CPI coming up soon. That's going to be cool. CPI day. It's always interesting. We tend to get a lot of whipsaws, which is like a lot of movement up and down, or down and up. Sort of goes in both directions, quite volatile, so you've got to be careful taking positions on high leverage because you can get whipsawed out. So careful come CPI day, even on the funds rate decision days, and then it's the FOMC meeting, that can cause whipsaws as well. 2 left to place. I think I can hear Virginia galloping around. It's getting really high now. Gonna jump down. Was it Virginia? What's that noise? No. Oh, the fish. He only got 2. How lazy. I might just eat them raw. Raw fish. Sushi. Drink. There we go, full water, full food. Full enthusiasm. Let's get the... Oops, wrong button. I just want to equip it so I can fill it back up. Go. Oh, there's some logs from earlier. It's taken a long time just to make 2 levels, 2 more levels. It's been like, oh, half an hour? It takes about 15 minutes to make a level, I think. Time it. And it's gonna get longer. It's gonna take longer. There's gonna be a point where it takes an hour to build a level, I reckon. Maybe. Let's see. This is gonna take a long time. many days coming back here to build this tower. Just the way, like the inefficiency of carrying only 2 logs and the zip line only going to that high. Yeah, it slows down the progress. You guys can think of any creative ways to make this process faster. By all means, tell me. This should be enough to finish the 60th floor at least. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 14, 15, 16. 15, 16. That's a lot of logs. Some are falling. One fell. This should be more than enough to finish floor 60. Two more logs, and that will be 60 finished. Ta-da! Made it. Okay, sticks. That mode, and get 6. 1, 2, 3. We do this thing where it like 5. Unlike there, but it's not there. It's gonna look really weird, but I think that's the best I can do. No, that's 6. Okay. And then I get my axe out. Sticks. Five sticks. Let's just set these back up. The Oh, she made it up here. Thought I could hear her like galloping around. bring something? No. Such a weird being. Like, has a gun, has 3 legs, has 3 arms. Oh, he's up too. Alright, let's just send one up. Screw it. Jump down and save it, and then that's it. I'll go back to the chart. See what happened while I've been playing this. Okay, level 60. Got the beams ready for level 61. Let's get this out. Let's jump. Get on it. Bleed first. There we go. Alright. Let's exit that. Saved it. I'm just going to save it again just to be double sure. Make sure it says game saved. Yep, game saved. Excellent. That is 60 floors. Okay, that's how I have the stream set up. Let's go like that. And let's talk about where we went. Okay, 22.5. Very cool. That's a nice little achievement in the last hour or two. It's been almost 2 hours. Good. Bonk is even bonking. Good. No better way I could have spent that time. Yeah. Nice. Bounce here. Cool. Hopefully it continues to rally up. We're not that far away from where we got to. 25, sorry. 22 and a half, 22.2, yeah. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave it there. I'll stream again either tomorrow or definitely CPI, you know. So when CPI data comes out, see what happens. But yeah, big week ahead. Alright, take care in your trading and take care of yourselves. Have a good day, have a good night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. See ya. Ciao.